champion.
The ball is inbound by the Rockets. Robinson's going to set it up. She goes behind her back. She's a good little ball player. Move it around. Solid. Quick. They dump. We deep. Inside. All right, nice defense by the Raiders. They're not going to let Boone have that ball inside. Now they get it inside. Oh, good. It rolls out. They work down in the paint to Angela Perry. Bossingham's got a hand in her face. They're going to call Bossingham for the foul. And Perry's going to go to the line. The 6'3" senior. She's the leader of this team. That's up and good. And that's our first point in a long time in this contest. 24-16. The Rockets lead. Perry's second free throw up and good. 25-16. The Lady Rockets. Raiders inbound. This is Lowing. Kenny Lowing's going to move the ball. Crosses half court. Looks around. And we're going to set up some offense. Out front. It was down. Oh, I thought she was going to bounce pass inside. No. No, and they knock it out of her hands. She's going to continue along the rope. And we're going to get a timeout right now. Coach Richmond wants a timeout right now. 7:19 remaining in the first quarter. Looked like the Raiders got into an offense that they, well, maybe some confusion on what they were going to run.
Yeah, it looked like setting up on defense. Looked like Rochester was initially set up in a zone, but it was actually a full court man-to-man defense, and they just brought it back to half court, stayed in the man-to-man, but Lincoln had lined up sort of in a 2-3 set in their offense. So I think the Lady Railers mistook the defense as a 2-3 zone, and then when they started making their cuts, making their passes, Rochester stuck with them. Turned out to be man-to-man and needed to switch gears offensively. So hopefully now with the ball being taken out right here in front of us, they can do just that.
Haley Williams inbounds it. Kenny Lowing steps out front. Froby with it. Just looking around. And they're going to come out. They're going to trap Froby out front deep. That's over inside. Morgan Lowing up and good. That's a three-pointer, and that's what we needed.
That's her first points of the game. Drains a three-pointer and cuts into the Rochester lead, down by 6 now. 25-19,
those threes are big. We need a few more of them. Under the 7-minute mark in the third quarter. Rockets patiently moving the ball around. Go deep in the corner. That's Faulkner, no good. Rebound, Froby. Railers turn to run. Froby brings it up, crosses half court, slows things up. Over to Kennedy, right in front of us. She steps over. Wanted to jump back downside to her sister and does. They go in the middle. Bossingham back out front. Get hot, Morgan. Oh! Thought it was going to rebound. Faulkner.
Yeah, Lady Railers ran a little pick and roll there. They did the pick part, but they never rolled off of it. And looks like that play might be open for them.
Nice bounce, or a nice touch pass inside. And that is going to be Lyric Boone to her 8th point. 27-19 Rockets. Lowing out front, looking to get rid of the ball to Williams. Williams looks, dumps inside to Bossingham. Ball's loose. Bossingham on the floor. Here come the Rockets going the other way. And that was Nicole Robinson driving it. She threw it away. Looked like she was trying to hit Negro.
And we can see a little bit of the Lincoln game plan now whenever they get the ball on the wing against the man-to-man. Try and get the ball over on the wing and then send a post player outside, set a pick. Once the offensive player dribbles past her, then try to roll down, hopefully dump it down in for a layup just like that, except it was knocked away by Rochester.
That ball's batted away, and the Rockets are coming the other way. It's outside, bam. Tell you what, that's a nice jumper by Lyric Boone. 29-19. The Rockets, just like that, take the 6-point lead to 10. This is Froby. She's sitting out front, over to Lowing. Lowing. Looked like she was going to get a pick and doesn't. Now goes back to Williams. Moving on the other side. The block. Back over to Kennedy. Kennedy, look, she's going to take the pick. They're not going to roll. She's going to be trapped on the sidelines. And they're going to call. She's knocked down over here. Kennedy's knocked down over here. Right in front of the bench. Almost ran into us. Looks like she's in a little pain. 5:10 remaining in the third quarter.
Looked like she landed right on that kneecap on the hardwood floor.
29-19, the Raiders trail. Williams to inbound. Williams looks around. It's the ball inside to Froby. Froby in the corner. Picks up her dribble. She's looking to go somewhere. Goes to Williams. Back Froby. Kirby now drives down in the lane. Layup up, no good, but she did draw the foul. I don't know who he jumped the foul on. 1-0, that's going to be on Haviland Doolin. Be her foul, and Froby is going to go to the line of scrimmage. The Rockets coach doesn't like it, and Froby has missed her third free throw now. And she is an excellent free throw shooter, so maybe it is this gym having a tough time shooting-wise.
Yeah, normally she hits over 70% of her free throw shots. Finally got that one.
Second one goes down, and it's 29-20. The Raiders apply the full court pressure. Rockets break it. They get down in the corner, and they sit back out front. They go cross court to Dublin, sit back out front. There's Robinson moving around with the ball. Robinson steps up. Now goes in the corner. Robinson holds it. They want to dump that ball inside, don't they, as they patiently set it up. They don't even look for that three most of the time. There it is inside. They found the open look. Wow. Found the open look, and Angela Perry puts it up. I think her left hand pops it up and in, and she's going to get the old and one. 31-20, it goes down. And we'll put a thank you out there for the Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, helping sponsor these Lady Raider games. Free throw up and good. And now they're going to bring Faulkner back in. Madison Faulkner is going to come back in. And bring Magero's going to sit down. Raiders inbound it. They trail by 12. Froby with it. She throws to the middle of the court to Block. Block looks. And now gets it back to Williams. Williams is going to bring it up. Hey, the 5'6" senior. Dumps it over. This will be Morgan. Morgan's going to look around. She gets trapped. Tries to jump it. Going to be picked up there by Robinson. She jumps to the head. Oh, missed it and got her own rebound. Put it right back and in is Lyric Boone. And Coach Richmond's seen enough. These first 4 minutes haven't been good for the Raiders. They now trail 34-20 from 7 to 14. 4-3, 8-5. 4-3 remaining in the third quarter. The Lady Raiders inbound. Here comes Morgan. She drives up the sideline, picks up her dribble, looks around. Cross court pass to Froby. Froby's going to drive down the lane, up, no good. And she is going to get the foul. I didn't know they were going to get the travel or the foul, but they are going to call a foul. And I believe it's on Angela Perry. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is her second foul of the game. You know, we talked about those silver linings coming out of the first half.
Get out. Good.
How Lincoln outscored Rochester in the second quarter. Right now, after that free throw by Froby, Rochester has outscored Lincoln 11-5 in this third quarter.
Perry gets the rebound. Froby hits one of them. 34-21. The Rockets lead. Here they go. They look to run. Now they're going to set it up. They like that half-court game. When you've outsized a team, you like to play half-court basketball. Wouldn't you say, Lloyd?
Absolutely. They've got the 6'3" big gal in the middle, Perry, but they've also got some other size on the bench to come in.
There they go inside to Perry. She turns. Wow. Give her credit. That's a tough shot. She turns out with her left hand, puts that off the glass, picks up the foul. She's going to have the and one, and she's tough to guard. They think she might be setting up a campsite in there. I can hear Coach Keeler over here. He'd like to have that timed a little bit. And she does hit the free throw. 37-21, Lady Rockets lead by 16. 3:30 remaining in the third quarter. A lot of threes going on there. Froby with the ball. She's going to bring it up. She asks for it. Nope, she calls everybody up. She's going to bring it herself. Crosses half court. Sets up the offense. Lady Raiders on the move. Picks up her drill. Bounce pass inside. I'm not sure if Schneider was looking for that. Here comes Haley Doolin, and it goes down. Haviland Doolin, 5'4" junior. She lays it up, and it's 39-21. Williams inbounds to Morgan. Morgan, an errant pass, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. Turnover to the Rockets. We're under 3 minutes. Konchek is going to step back into the ball game, as is Haley Hicks. And Rochester's going to take a timeout. They lead 39-21. It is going to be a short timeout. We'll keep it right here. Lloyd, what do you think the Raiders have to do right now?
Well, as I said,
I threw that on you.
yeah, you can tell their game plan against the man-to-man. They're looking to get the ball on the wing, then have a second player come up from the block, set a screen, and just run a simple pick and roll. It looks like they've had a little bit of difficulty communicating which way they're going to set their screens, which way they're going to roll to the basket. A couple of the Lady Railers turnovers, it looked like the player who was rolling to the basket maybe was looking for the pass over one shoulder, and the player passing it kind of threw it on the opposite side. So a little miscommunication there, and we've seen it before in previous games where they haven't just looked as comfortable against a man-to-man defense as they do working against a zone defense. So perhaps that's playing into it, but hopefully they can turn up the intensity here on defense, and that'll translate into some offense for them.
Rockets bring it down. They dump to the middle. Nobody is guarding Havlin Doolin, and she lays it up, and it is 41-21, and the Rockets are on a roll. Kirby out front. Guarded by Doolin. Go over the corner to Hicks. Hicks looking around. Wants to go somewhere with it. Picks up her dribble. Does. Kirby. Dribbles around. Brings the ball out front to Konchik. This is Hicks. She drives into the lane. Now gets the ball to Schneider. Schneider didn't look like she was looking for it off her hand. And a turnover by Lincoln. Here come the Rockets. They bring it down. And they move the ball so well. They do a good job. They keep it above their head well. Move it, move it. They go back on the other side. Now they dump inside, and now the Raiders are all over. They're going to start to deny her the ball a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell defensively they've been working on that here in preparation for this game, trying to get one player in front and one player behind Perry in the middle, trying to deny her the ball.
They dump in the corner. Now working around. This is Faulkner. Got back in the court. That ball's going to go out of bounds and belong to the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, Rochester's on an 11-1 run right now, so Railers really need to get some points on the board this trip.
Here comes Hicks. Hicks flies up the middle of the field, loses the ball over his shoulder. We got the Raiders on the floor, a big mix. It's going to be a jump ball, and the Raiders will retain possession.
She was flying up the field there, wasn't she?
Field, hey. Line of scrimmage. It all works in both sports. 41-21. Hicks to inbound right in front of us to Froby. Froby comes out. Gets a pick. A roll, but don't drop down to it. Froby stop and go. Getting over in the corner. Dumps inside. There goes Schneider. Schneider on the floor. The ball's loose. The Rockets come up with it. Block in the middle of a mess. They retain possession. They bring it all the way down. And Faulkner lays it up. Madison Faulkner lays it up. That's the points. Marty, look around, see if you can find Gaylord in here. 43-21, 119 remaining. Hicks inbounds. Here comes Konchik. Konchik looks around. Picked up her dribble. She's in trouble out front. Good defense by the Rockets. They almost took that away. Bounces off Hicks out of bounds, and it's going to be Rocket ball. They lead 43-21, and they've owned the third quarter. They inbound, and here they go. Sitting out front, Magro. She's going to sit with the ball. Looks around. They try to go down inside. Schneider, I believe, reached over, got a hand on it, but it's going to bounce off of Faulkner. And the Raiders are going to get the ball. We are under a minute. They trail 43-21. Nicole Robinson back in the game. There go Angela Perry sit this minute, and then the break at halftime or the end of the quarter, and then she'll come back in, I'm sure. Hicks to inbound. She's looking, and they're going to get the 5-second call on her.
I was just going to say, Lincoln really needs to get some points here, because on the alternating possession, Rochester will get the ball to start the fourth quarter unless there's a held ball here, so would have been good to get some points there.
The inbound, Robinson with it. She drives up in the paint, off the glass. No good. Nice job. Nice job. Big rebound down there. Konchik on the ground. Good deep. That's Faulkner. She's trying to go somewhere. Hicks ties her up. Jump ball, but I believe it will retain.
Yep. It will stay with Rochester. But again, Lincoln will get possession to start the fourth quarter. So
Madeline Keeler going to step in the ball game. Haley Hicks is going to come over and take a seat. 43-21. Throw the ball way out front to Doolin. Doolin over to Faulkner. They go in the corner, Robinson. Robinson's going to dribble around. Back outside to Faulkner. To Doolin. To Negro. Moving the ball around well.
They are keeping the Lady Railers running, also trying to eat some clock here.
Cross court, Robinson, nice pass. Bounce past it. He goes up and the ball's knocked out of bounds.
Leah Schneider was not having any of that as Evelyn Doolin brought it in, and it was 6-1 against 5-4 there, and 6-1 won that battle.
Rockets inbound. 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Rockets lead 43-21. And move it around. It's going to go inside. Oh, I think a double dribble there. Nice job. That ball stolen by Keeler. And, that's a big turnover for the Raiders. Stop that possession and not let them score.
Yep, and now
that's the end of the third quarter with the score, the Rockets 43, the Raiders 21. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. Welcome back, Lady Raider fans. Joe Ryan, Loyd Kirby, and Marty Ryan back at Rochester. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. The Lady Raiders trail 43-21. They inbound, and Roby crosses half court. We're going to have to score some points here, Loyd, to win this ball game.
Yep, and Lady Railers are definitely capable of it. They've got several outside shooters, several three-point shooters. Hopefully they can get hot here and make this a game.
Need to hit some threes. Roby looking for some help. She gets a pick. It's going to roll it down in there, but didn't. Rochester out strong, and let's get a foul. How about that being on number 55, Angela Perry? Just call it out. Show it to us. Double nickel. Double nickel. There we go. Angela Perry called for the foul. Is that 3 now, Loyd?
It is 3 on her. Just looking at the scorebook here, it looks like Lincoln only has 3 3-pointers thus far, so
might be some of the problem there. Let's hit some threes. Froby crosses half court and brings it up. Keeler dumps inside. Oh, I don't think that Schneider was looking for it. The ball's going to go out of bounds off of Faulkner. No, off of Perry. And it's going to remain the Raider basketball. Keeler comes over to inbound it. Madison Keeler, the 5'4" freshman. She inbounds it. Who came out and got a block? And now Keeler has it. She runs to the other side, dumps inside to Schneider. Schneider turns and goes. Good. Dumps the ball back off. Nice job by Konchak. Oh, wouldn't go down. Nice move. Rolled around and fell out. Robinson brings it up and gets things under control. This is Doolin. She sits out front. Goes over in the corner. Now back out front. And moving the ball around so well. And they just look for the big man to have an opening. And they dump it inside. Robinson penetrates but goes back outside. And they're going to tickety-tock run that clock. There they go. Nice job. Nice. Railers. Who was that?
Lauren Block, I believe.
Lauren Block batting it away. Out of bounds. Rochester will inbound under their basket. They lead 43-21. 6:44 remaining in the contest. Deep in the corner. Fake, runs baseline, bounce pass back inside, and that's going to be Faulkner laying it up, and Madison Faulkner lays it up. 45-21 Rockets. Keeler crosses half court, looks around, dumps to Froby. Froby thought about going, can't. Moves the dump inside, and I believe we're going to get the double nickel for a foul.
Yep, that would be number 4 on here.
Yep. And Angela Perry, she's a good ball player. Number 55, a 6'3" senior. She's called for her 4th. And right away they're going to bring in Lyric Boone, who's another good ball player. But Angela Perry's going to sit down, and the Raiders need to take advantage of that.
Yeah, they lose a couple inches in size, but they definitely don't lose skill.
Nice job by Konchak. Inbounds pass. Wow, nice job by Block. She went up hard to the hoop. No call on the foul. Misses the shot. Rockets were going the other way. They go deep inside right now, and there, oh boy, she got the roll. Nice job. That's Madison Faulkner. Another nice layup.
Yep, nice little finger roll underneath the Lincoln defense. She's got all 4 Rochester points here this quarter.
And this will be Froby out front. Keeler, she thought about nice dump inside. Good job, Schneider up, good. That's what we need. Keeler, nice pass inside to Schneider. She turned him strong to the hoop. 47-23, 5:40 remaining in the game. And the Rockets spread it out. They'd like to run a little time. They dump inside. There's Faulkner. She goes into the corner to Boone. Back out front. This is Doolin. Goes into Faulkner. She turns at the free throw line. Off. No good. Big rebound by Konchik.
Yeah, we will let them have those outside jumpers like that.
That's right. And that's the miss with Perry not being in. They bring it up. Roby drives into the lane. Up. No good. Rebound around. That's Boone. Boone's going to bring it up the length of the court. She drives up strong. Pulls up for an 8-foot jumper. Won't go. Ball. Oh, and Faulkner with a nice takeaway. Layup and good. Good aggressive basketball by Mass, and Faulkner just takes it away from the Raiders and lays it up. 49-23. Froby goes to Keeler. Keeler now sets up, wants to jump inside. That's going to be a foul on Boone as she tried to get inside to Schneider. Schneider did a nice job of coming across the lane. Boone with the foul.
That is her third foul. Only 4:51 left here in the fourth quarter, but Perry on the bench with 4 fouls. Boone now has 3. None of the Lady Railers in any significant foul trouble, and
Morgan Lolling back into the ball game.
And Leah Schneider going to get a pair of free throws here.
Leah Schneider goes off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Morgan Lolling over there in a battle. It's a jump ball, and it's going to go the Rocket way. Yep, it's going to go to the Rockets. Here we go. 49-23, 4:48 remaining. The Rockets inbound. And they start bringing it up court. They throw some long cross-court passes, but they do a good job of breaking the press.
Yeah, that's against the zone press. That's what you want to do, is you want to look diagonal across the zone. And Rochester has definitely been well coached in that aspect of their game.
Corner to Boone. Back out front to Robson. She goes, back inside. Nice pass to Madison Faulkner, but she took off run. I believe she crossed the line of scrimmage. She's going to try to score there.
I think she was trying to find the end zone or something.
49-23 Raiders inbound. That ball's tipped away, and a reverse layup goes down for Aubrey Magro, and it's 51-23. The Raiders are trapped again. We approach the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Peter does a good job of getting it down. That ball's over to Froby. Three-pointer won't go. Out of bounds. I guess that's going to belong to the Raiders. All I could see was stripes.
Yeah, I believe one of the Rocket players underneath knocked it out there.
I will say I do like to sit up a little higher at these games.
We can get you a booster seat next time.
I need something to sit on top of the table. Froby looks around and gets it into the corner. And this will be Keeler. She does a good job. She tries to bounce pass on the pick and roll. Here they go the other way. The Rockets all the way down. And a layup for Aubrey Magro. 53-23. Rockets by 30, and they've played some good basketball. Froby. Lolling goes to get it, and we retain possession. They go deep to block. Block right to Schneider. Nice pass. She gave up a 2 that she could have taken for the easier bucket. Schneider puts it in, and it's 53-25. Rockets with the ball. Railers press. This is Robinson. She goes in the middle of Faulkner. We'll go back outside. Nice. Oh, good drive. No call. Good drive by Magro. I don't know how. No call one way or the other.
Yeah, it should have been a block or an offensive foul or something there, but
offsides.
Yeah, letting him play.
They did a good job working the ball. Drives baseline. Nice job. This is Robinson. She drives. Won't go. Ball on the ground. Froby in a battle with Robinson for it.
You can see Lincoln maybe getting a little winded here as the shot went up and nobody put a body on anyone blocking out. Rochester pulling all their starters out now with 3:03 left here in the contest, up by 18 points, or 28 points.
I'll say more than that. Emery Weber jumps into the ball game for the Railers. Looks like Miss Block's going to sit down. This is Froby out front. Froby drives into traffic, up off the glass, and the iron. Gets her own rebound, goes back up strong, won't go. Ball is on the ground. Nice job by Schneider on the ground right with it. They're going to call it jump ball, and it's going to go Rocket way. Everything's going Rocket way here today.
It is.
It must be in Rochester.
Yeah. I believe that's the name of the street we're on is Rocket Way.
Rocket Way. It's Rocket Way in football, I know that. And they go in the corner. Froby on the pressure. Rockets all move it around out front. 2:20 remaining in the contest. Rockets up 53-25. And the Railers sit in the zone as the Rockets throw it around out front. Looking around. Approach the 2-minute mark. That ball's going to roll out of bounds and go Rocket way.
Rocket way once more.
Rocket Man. That was some old Elton John stuff, wasn't it? Rocket Man. Sing a little bit of that. Loyd.
No, you don't want that.
Ball inbounds. Nice job by Morgan Lawling. Froby got it. Threw it back to her. Morgan has it. Pops upside to Keeler. She's going to bomb a 3. Up good.
Number 11, Madeline Kohler.
Madeline Keeler hits the 3. The freshman, her first points of the game, and it's 53-28. Rockets bring it up. 1:40 remaining. Cross-court passes. They throw it around out front. Now they drive into the paint. Didn't take the shot. Shoot the ball. He just got in the game. There, she put one up. No, didn't go. It's Keeler. She drives, crosses half court. Now she's going to set up, goes inside to Schneider. Nice job. Schneider drives the hoop off the glass and good. 53-30. Schneider with the basket. Lincoln starting to put in some of the people off the bench. Rockets across half court, set things up. So we approach 1 minute remaining in the contest. And there's a bomb from number 32, Peyton Baduris. The 5'7" sophomore hits a 3. She dialed that in from deep. And the Rockets' advantage goes to 56-30, 1:03 remaining. Early. Right, they bring it up. Keeler out front. There you go. Julianne Funk into the game. Dump inside. Now back outside. That is Haley Hicks. To Funk. Back over. Keeler's going to bomb another 3. Oh, off the iron. No good. Nice rebound by Schneider. Back up and in. And it's 56-30. Immediate following the contest. I think Coach Richards is going to stop by and visit with us. And pop her on a headset. Nice job. Some nice skill there by Weaver. Weaver drives up underneath, falls down to Funk. Back, they go back down inside to Weaver. She's going to drive, put it up off the glass, won't go. Rebound Schneider, no call again. No fouls are called in this contest.
Yeah,
let them play, I'll say that.
It's been the case, and especially here now in the final minutes, I think the referees, the outcome's determined, so unless there's blood on a foul, I don't think you'll hear them blow the whistle.
Funk inbound. She's looking. She goes back up top to Schneider. The ball's batted away. Thought Keeler White's tried to snap at the ball, but she didn't. We're under 10 seconds, and this is going to end right here. That is going to be the buzzer, and our final over here is going to be the Rochester Rockets 56 and the Lady Raiders 32. We're going to take a minute timeout, and we'll be right back. I think Coach Richmond's going to stop by. Welcome back, Lady Raider fans. Joe Ryan with Loyd Kirby. Marty Ryan working the camera. The Rochester Rockets have just won the championship as they defeat the Lady Raiders 56-32. And Coach Richmond now has stopped by. I know it's never pleasant right after a loss. Coach Richmond, thanks for popping on. What were the keys to the game?
I thought we played good defense in the first half. I thought that got away from us for a little bit. In the second half, we weren't moving as well. They were getting a lot of open looks underneath the basket. Offensively, we couldn't get anything going. We
struggled from the threes today. We did struggle.
We did struggle. We weren't able to find the basket. Missed a few layups. Missed some free throws. Just we couldn't find the basket today.
Yeah, again, it all comes back down. We always talk about it. If those threes are going down, it's so much easier to play the game.
It is easier.
They weren't going today. I think we have 3, Loyd.
I believe 3 altogether.
3.
Or 4, actually.
And that hurts, especially with their inside presence.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, Angela Perry and Madison Faulkner, we talked about it before the game. Both of them were very strong and did a good job inside.
Absolutely.
And we just can't keep up with that size. But what do you think the difference in the game? Do you think it's our threes, or is it? That's a pretty good ball club. I'll tell you what, they worked the ball.
They're a great team. I really don't feel that we executed on offense the way that we need to, and because we weren't executing, we weren't setting the screens where they should have been set, we weren't getting the open looks, and that's just something we have to go back to the drawing board and work on.
Yeah, when we missed some free throws, gosh, we don't miss free throws. It just happens. Do you think it's this gym? Coach Al always talks about this gym being a tough place to shoot.
I mean, with the back of the wall being so far away from the basket, you get a little depth perception difference there. It can mess with the mind a little bit, but I'm not going to make excuses. We just didn't shoot well, and unfortunately, that's the way it went today. There's probably a pretty good chance we'll see them in the regional, so hopefully.
Tough to beat a team 3 times. That's what I've always been told.
I've heard
hopefully, we'll be able to execute better on offense that day and bring the defensive intensity to both halves of the game.
Well, it seemed like maybe your defense, you weren't quite as intense as you had been in the past game.
Yeah, with Kennedy, suffering from this back injury, and then we got, the other lolling went down a little bit. So we lost a few of the starters there. And the Twins bring a lot of intensity to our defense, and when they're not 100% healthy, it hurts us a little bit, I think. And they're such great defenders, and we need them in the game to be able to play defense, so I think.
Well, nobody likes losing, but at least losing to a team that's very good helps some. That's a very good basketball team. And let's try to play them a third time. That's all right. We'll go back and get them a third time.
I'd rather see them a third time in the sectional, but it might be the regional.
Well, let's hope sectional then.
Yeah.
And you know what? Nothing wrong with second place.
Nothing wrong with second place.
Well, I know it's tough to stop on right after a game because things are different. So thanks for stopping by and talking to us a minute. You get in that locker room, and we'll be all right.
No problem. Thanks.
Thanks.
Lincoln Lady Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM and streaming live at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, State Farm Agent Adam Osborne, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Connect Construction, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Chicago Street Rentals, Logan County Sheriff Steve Nichols, and by the Holiday Inn Express of Lincoln.